How are you guys doing? I had to really come on here to really give you guys some update as to how everything went today, but I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing. I just got out and then I'm waiting on somebody to come to the house to pick some stuff up for me for my son. So that is what I'm waiting on as well. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon because I have a ton of headache going on and tons of mixed reaction and everything. But I went to court today and I must tell you, I gotta laugh. And I'm not laughing because everything is not resolved yet. But I want to share some things with you guys. So I will wait till you guys come on in here so we could share because Jaden, what is it? I notice you do this when I'm on here, but when I'm not on here, you don't do that. What is it?
We're still mad.
At what, baby?
I
Go
to
do you
court.
go get your book or something? No. Did I report to you I'm mad? So, guys, I cannot believe. I cannot believe that the heart of us is such something. I cannot wrap my head around how people are and how life is sometimes. I cannot because it's disgusting to say the least. People will drag you literally in the mud. That's why I put that thing there. Say laugh my off because what else can I do? I had to ask some questions now. What else can I do? You know what I mean? Oh, Lord. So I was very early today in court and everything because I don't play with those things. Those things are legal matters. So I went to court. I was in there very early, very, very, very early. And we just got out a few minutes ago, like 2 something, 2:30 something. It was 2:30 something or 2 something. Not close to 2:30. Got out when pick my son up, come back. My other son can't get in class because the tablet is not holding no charge. And I'm waiting for them to come and pick his computer up. They haven't come yet, so I don't know. So that's just within itself right there. But overall, it was eye opening today because that's my first time, first time. So it's eye opening and a few things I learned that I want to share. Get in here so we can share. Yeah, I learned a few things that I really want to share because the heart of mankind is evil. And I'm sorry to say, but it's true. I know I popped on here with no announcement or anything, but such is life. Such is life, my dear. Such is life. I already cooked some food yesterday, so I don't have to worry about no food or anything. It's just a craziness that comes with everything, you know what I mean? And what I want to say is that if any time you don't know anything, because when you've been in a situation for the first time, it doesn't matter how smart you are, knowledgeable you are, or how educated you are. One, it take a toll on your mental health. That's number one. It do, or it does take a toll on your mental health. Two, you gotta start reach out to different departments to seek legal advice, especially when it's a court matter. Seek legal advice, seek legal help in terms of what resources are available to you, and it depends on what resource it depends on your situation. What resources are available to you, and how can you proceed with certain things, especially if you're on a shoestring budget or anything. What are the available resources that are out there to help you combat those kind of depletive kind of stuff that you're gonna have to go through that can deplete you with your characters, your mental health, your finance, lot of stuff. It's crazy. It is crazy, guys. So I go into court today, and we were there for a few minutes. They were having the rights read to us online, and the good thing I was there early because I was able to get to see all your rights. You know, first you have a right to an attorney, blah blah blah. You know, and in this case, I'm talking housing wise. And man, after I talk with my, because when I saw the notice, I called the housing department and asked them the question, and this is what they told me. The first person who I spoke with when I called, I said, why am I being summoned to court? Oh, hold on, let me check some stuff. And then they check all. Oh, but all those things should have been done with our resolve or whatever. But anyway, said that and done. I said, okay. So I said, what should I do? Well, you don't have to go to court because we resolve it, all the balances or whatever being paid. I said, first of all, I never owe you guys nothing. Because they're trying to say all the balance that you had owed was being paid. I said, me, I never owe you guys nothing. So he said, okay, that was said, that was done, that was over. And about half an hour later, somebody called me back from the office. When they called me back from the office, they said, they were talking to me, and they said, oh, I thought this is a new case or an old one. I said, this was filed in the court of law on XY time against my name after I had paid my rent and everything. So the person said to me, okay, well, this was updated on the 10th, which is this month we're in. And I said, okay, after I've paid my rent. Information was updated in the system on the 10th. That was supposed to be resolved in October. But anyway, we're not perfect. We're human beings. So I asked that person now, so should I show up in court or whatever? Oh no, this is how the person exactly talk. Oh no, you don't have to show up in court. Because even if you show up, you just want to show up for show up's sake, they're not gonna call the name. That's why I put the title. I'm laughing my ear off. Yeah? People, if you don't got a mind of your own, and if you don't let God lead you, the devil sure will. My name was like the fourth or fifth name called today. Remind you, the housing department tell me, even if we resolve the issue, so if you even show up in court, nobody go call your name. That's what the last person said. First person said you don't have to show up because we take care of it. I said, is there a letter you guys could give to me also stating that all that had been resolved? Oh no, they can't do that. But yet you're convincing me not to go to court because everything you want me to really trust you after you dig my name into court, and then telling me, oh, because now I don't know because I never been in this part where I have to legally, really say, oh wow, this is happening. And you're gonna tell me not to go to court. Look at my sign on me. Trust no one. Nope. And I want to say to everybody, even if you're in a situation and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, you don't know where to look, start looking. You will find. As they say, knock. Because right there and then, the first thing I did when I got that note on my door was call them same one first. That's the first person I called, the housing department. I make sure I call them first and foremost. Because this was supposed to be resolved. Not my fault, their fault. But anyway, that all I said didn't resolve. Then next, they had put by law, today in court I noticed that by law they have to put, when they doing any information, they have to put at the back something stating to you that you have to, it can get legal advice from here, blah blah blah. So they have to they have to provide you the resources. That's not something I was aware of because I never in that predicament. And when you're not in something, you're not thinking of that aspect, unless you run into that. So you gotta bear in mind. So anyway, I called that number that same day after I spoke with the housing department, and they said, I talked with the housing department. They're saying I don't have to show up in court. What should I do? Because they said they resolved the issue, but I don't have anything as evidence, like a hard copy or a soft copy, which is sending to your email or anything to say this is that. I don't got that. to say, okay, everything is resolved. Here you go, zero dot, zero dot, zero dot. I don't got no zero dot, zero dot. So you still don't, you still have to be on the scale and balance. Your equilibrium is not balanced now. Because now you're confused. You're weighing your pros, you're weighing your cons, and they're not happening. Right? They're not mixed in, they're not combining, okay? So now you know they still separate, so you still gotta seek help. So call the legal aid person. I told them what the housing did because I make sure I'll state that I call the housing first. That's normally the typical way to do stuff. Call who you have the discrepancy with or who have the discrepancy with you first in matters like this. Not every situation is the same. And then they said, you know what the legal aid lady told me? She said, still show up in court whether they resolve it or not. That's your only line of defense. Guys, when I tell you I am laughing, I'm not laughing because things is not resolved yet. I am laughing because only to speak with two people from the housing department to mislead me. Like, it's like a trap they were setting. Hoping that this non-combo, because you know when people think you're non-combo, they will we say illiterate or foolish or not smart in certain things. You don't know the law or you don't know your rights or anything, so they think that you're not going to take anything further. They think that you're just going to believe what they're saying and then go sit down and have some ice cream and go about your daily lives. Oh, don't do that. I don't care where you are, don't do that. Still seek second opinion. Even if you have to go to a third opinion, seek that. Promise you, you will be glad. Because today, when I was in court, I was in the early. Early bird catches the mouse worm, and I sure did. Fourth or fifth person my name was called within the fourth or the fifth. Blank, blank. Because my legal name is not Resilient Queen. I'm still laughing, guys. Remember now, they told me, if you show up in court, nobody gonna call your name. Remember what I said? Nobody gonna call your name. And that's some form of tactics they were using, hoping that they could have just said, okay, when court is over and I didn't show up or anything, they could just come and toss me and my 6-year-old and 3-year-old son outside and said, well, you didn't show up to court and you forfeit. My word against theirs. A good thing that the system that they talk to you on is being recorded, and if they don't erase it. Okay, you have a lot of crooks out there in these days. Even if you don't know your rights in anything, still show up to court. That's your only line of defense. Whether it's your first time, your second time, your third time, or you still don't know. Still show up. So they move the court date now to December. So instead of having a nice beautiful Christmas, thinking about planning my Christmas, doing this, I have to be worried about legal matters. But the only good part of it is they put us in our breakout room, which I liked, and they had somebody which is like from the legal aid department. They were there to assist, and they take some information from you. They answer some question, you answer it, and you give them all that you have known based on your knowledge. And yeah, and then afterwards, you wait in the breakout room. Then a lawyer come to you after, because they had quite a few people were on there and everything. So and then a lawyer come on to you, and then you get to have one-on-one interaction with that lawyer. So that was beautiful, and I was able to explain the situation, and they asked, are you aware? Did you owe the housing department anything from your knowledge or any? I said $0.0. I said if I have to go to the pantries on Thursdays to get my food and along with any little thing, I'll do that just to make sure my bills are paid. So so in this situation now, and I told him what they had told me that day. And he said, good thing you said that to me, this is what I said to them in there as well, which is a good thing I had said it to him, was that the fact that when I got the notice on the door, I called the housing department and they said they had rectified my case. So there's no need to go to court. So he said, good thing I said that. So they were able to pull that up. And when they pulled it up, they said, nope, nope. So you see how many wrong I would be in if I had listened to those two idiots? I would be triple fool now. Because I'm the third one in the equation, so that's why I say triple fool. Fooled by those two and fooled by me. Not listening to myself. So now what I did was call back the legal aid department who was helping me along, and I said, tell that lady, and because I had got the person name, I said, tell that lady, I said, thank you very much. Because the lady said, regardless of what they say, still show up, because that is within your right. Okay, sometimes people might say, oh no, we clear this, there's no need to worry. But then when you check your credit card, why you still getting charged? Why they said this removed? What, you know what I mean? So, in everything, guys, I just want to say to you all that you don't know what's gonna knock at your door. We gotta be mindful of that. We are not. When you're not in somebody's shoes, you will never know how or how they're feeling, right? What they're going through, how are they dealing with stuff, what aid is out there for them to help them or any. You don't know. So until you're in those kind of situations, these are just food for thought for you, because you never know. I never dreamt that I would be in this. I never one day get up and dream that, oh, I'm going down the ladder. No. Nobody dream of going down the ladder. You just happen. Out the moon. Boom. And it ruin some things ruin your life, some don't. So and then I asked the lawyer this too as well. So if he said after everything, because they're still going through with the process, because it was quite a number of us. So when he finished, he said maybe today or so, for whatever whichever day he might reach out, he gonna reach out to the department lawyer, which is the housing department lawyers, to find out if what I said to them is if they're having that same sentiment based on what they had told me and I told them in the court today. Then if anything, that will be dismissed if that's be the case on their end. So I will not have to go to court in December. But if not, then I have to go to court in December. So this is where all my receipt and blah blah was such is like what they give me is gonna come into play. And I even had to ask the lawyer. I said, so this is what I am wondering. Ain't you supposed to communicate these kind of information before you just drag somebody name in the mud? Because legal matters can be, because the lawyer said that if the case is dismissed, then there is nothing against you. But if the case is not dismissed and then you have to go to the next step, then it's them proving and you proving. It's like tick for tat though at this time. Because you trying to prove that blah blah blah, they can come up and say da da da. Because there's no way for them to find out exactly how much you have paid or blah blah blah. Some things. Because some things are hidden figures in the plain sight. Because that's confidentiality between certain things. I don't know. But it just goes to show that, oh, don't take nothing for granted, people. Don't sit on your AZ and take nothing for granted. Always have your P's and Q's up because you trust no one. Plain on me. Trust no one. Because just when you think that everything will be okay, yes, you can breathe. You can get that sigh of relief that you so desire. You can get back into working on your mental health. You can get back to the place where you can be yourself again. Some people are just out to destroy you. It's like lower you into their trap and then find ways to see how they could destroy you. So you gotta be paying attention. You gotta be careful. And I don't even care if it's your own self. Don't trust no one. Because if I had to trust those two musketeers with me in there make three, I would be sitting on my couch, and a few months later, a few days later, my rap would be rapping out of here quick and fast in the cold with my 3-year-old and my 6-year-old. Can you imagine? I came out of court today and all I was doing is laughing. And I remember I said to the lawyer, I said, sir, thank God I'm not the person who easily misled. Because when you're easily, I see why a lot of people go down the drain because of the influence of others that, you will believe somebody that are in power to say, no, man, you got nothing to worry about. Don't worry, man, I got you. trust and believe. You better wait till you take those odds for yourself and see. If you don't see no hard copy or no soft copy in your email or anything, you better have a long lip. Until then, don't take their foolish advice. I don't care what it is. Anything pertaining to legal matter. When somebody drag you in the mud, why would I trust you? Be honest. Why would I even trust a word that come from your filthy mouth now? Because at this time you're filthy to me. I would not trust you. And then it's a two-person from the department to tell me that yesterday. I said, what should I do? So in their sense now they say, okay, she might not do anything. She just gonna be relaxed. She not gonna show up at court so that way we can push her out the apartment. I will say this again. For everybody who chastising people who are just trying to stay afloat in life or something, your rent is paid in hell, so you don't have to worry. You won't be evicted. You won't be summoned because you're already there. You're just a walking rent hell payer. You don't even know it. Your rent is being paid, so keep looking good to chastise somebody. Keep looking like a master manipulator, vindictor, whoever you are. Just remember your rent is paid in hell. And all you gotta do is wait to go down there. Wait your turn. Because your rent is being paid. Because I can't see how you have an organization or an institution and everything. And I even said to the lawyer, ain't these people supposed to fact check their stuff before they take it to court? I know nobody is perfect, don't get me wrong. But if you have a group, if you have a team effort or anything, and let's say you send something out to say, hey, you have my name spelled incorrect. Like the other day, I spelled salmon incorrect. The way, salmon, but the two different spellings, two different meanings. Sounded like but two different meanings. But it's like you said, okay, you're being this and you're being that. I'm just thinking, how many people are in these situations that are being confused by these people? How many people really believe what these people say to them and follow through with it and ignore what they need to do? Don't ignore no legal documents. I don't care what it is. Whether you're in the wrong or in the clear, do not ignore none of those. Fight to the end. Whether you win or not, at least you try. You can help somebody else. That means they were about to make the same mistake or was about to believe, oh, my landlord said, oh, everything is clear. Oh, my boss said everything is clear, and then you're fired. Or you're being evicted. Or you're being set on fire. Something, God forbid, can happen. You make sure you get a second opinion outside of that. Don't be ashamed, because there's no shame in the game when you're seeking help. When shame in the game, when you act like you're too stoogy for help. That's when the shame come, because then when all the destruction come down on you, what you gonna have to get out? Nothing. Who's gonna be on over this side for it to help you? Nobody, because you didn't say nothing. We cut the pride out to get the help you need. Like I normally say, laugh after me now, but at least I'm getting the help I need. Look stupid now. It's better to look stupid now and learn something than to act like you know something and you don't know something. You could study any field, doesn't mean it's a law field you study. Only lawyers can go the nicks and chronic to something. Some people study in depth in stuff, doesn't mean they're a lawyer. Because those people were telling me, even if you show up in court, they're not going to call your name. And my name was like the fourth or fifth one to be called. Out of how many people were there? You tell me how that equation is adding up. Think about if I didn't show up today. What would have happened? Just think about that. And just remember, bear this in the back of your head, wherever you are in this world. Expect the unexpected. You could have a good day going or easy going somewhere, anything. And all it takes for something to ruin your day is one little mishap. One little mishap. That's all it takes. It don't have to be on you. It don't have to be necessarily like you cause it or you contribute to it. But all it takes for you to have your whole world turn upside down, it's just a little tiny mishaps. And many times we take these things for granted because we're just going about our lives and we think everything is well put together. Yes, everything can be well put together, but little did you know that the little rat over here was trying to eat up your cheese and you didn't even know that your cheese was half open for him to get in there. I'm just using that as an analogy so you can understand what I'm trying to say, that don't take nothing lightly. And when you're being summoned to go to court, that's serious. Whether it will be resolved in your favor or resolved in the other party favor, it's still a legal matter. The mere fact that they have to drag you there is like extract you from the juice. And you throw the garbage here and then drink the juice. Don't sit lightly on it. And don't let those people that tear you in the mud say, oh, it's okay, you don't have to go to court, I throw it out. No, still show up. That's your right. That's one of your rights. Still show up. Because when you waive your right to the fools that push you down in that drain, it's gonna be harder for you to come back. Not knowing that it's a trap. Especially when two of them trying to convince you. You make sure the next musketeer in the race is you. You and you is trying to seek help outside of those two musketeers that trying to join with you to think that you're a team. You're not a team when there's somebody drag your name in the mud. We're no team. And we're not friends. Teamwork make the dream work. That's not teamwork. Don't let nobody chastise you. Don't let nobody tear you down and then convince you to do this. And it even happen in relationship where everybody's convinced. You come back home, everything is good. And then some people make it back home, but they never make it back out. Because that's how manipulation works. That's the tactics they use. To reassure you so you could come, oh yes, they said, don't worry, I got you, baby. Oh yeah, they got you because they got another plan. You don't know what that plan is. But if you had stayed where you are, you would have known. Like me, if I didn't stay intact and stay in put on that day, I would easily be misled by these people and then I would become three musketeers. Now it's my word, it's just the words that they're saying with no recording, no hard copy evidence to show that, oh, I was having a conversation with this person and this is what this person said. See how you can easily be misled in this world? Very easy. Because some people have the sweetest, I call it manipulation now, the sweetest form of tactics to use, manipulation, to render assistance so they could chastise you and tear you down. And then they go clap, clap. And then I go, hell, your rent is being paid. I wait for you. I wait for your arrest so you could go to hell to join your rent. And you won't have no more rent to pay because your rent is already being paid. But until then, if you know, even if you're in the green light right now, and you see your instinct telling you certain things is not so, pay attention. Pay attention to that. And don't let nobody who drag you down try to convince you that they this and they that. Especially if they do legal matters against you, I would advise you to proceed with what is already there. Because if they didn't want to proceed with these things, they should never have dragged you there. And this is the thing, sometimes we say, okay, they said I'm going to get money to pay my bills. They said they're going to say, doesn't mean you're going to get nothing. It's just a way to keep you calm. So you don't have to react, especially if you're loud and vice versa and all this. It's just a way to manipulate you so you can keep calm and believe in them. And it's like that gingerbread, that little story there I was watching there. And the gingerbread didn't trust nobody he passed along the way because that lady cooked him and baked him and he decided to get out. But you see how that story played out shortly after impacted my life? He didn't trust nobody he passed along the way, and the one person that say, no, I'm not like the others. Sweet manipulation. Ain't that sweet? Oh no, I'm not like the others, no. You sure? You don't plan to eat me? Oh no. This is what the fox was saying to you. Oh no, I'm not like the others. No. Why would I eat you? You're so tiny. You wouldn't be a mouthful for me. That's what the fox talking like that, you know. Only to know that when the fox trying to carry that gingerbread across, he told the gingerbread. You see why I'm laughing my ass off now? Excuse me, I didn't want to say any word, but I do. Excuse my language. But you see why I'm laughing my AZ off now? If I had believed these people, I learned from that fox. And I want you guys, if you have children in your home, to teach them that story. I don't know if you could find it about the gingerbread and the old lady. I forgot the name of the story. But you find it on the internet. Everything is World Wide Web now. Technology is so divining. Yay. Yes. And I'm telling you. So from that story, I've learned that trust no one, baby. Trust no one. Just go, keep on going, keep on living, keep on uplifting yourself, and keep on believing. But just remember, when it come, remember. In Jamaica, we say remember. But in English, we say remember. Just remember. Anybody can lie in you. Anybody can say you this, say you that. But that's not the problem. You could brush that off, right? The problem is when you have legal documents written against your name. Now I no longer become resilient queen. Now I'm becoming blank blank. You understand that? So when you become blank blank, now you realize matter is really serious. Because now you no longer refer to, hey, resilient queen, how are you, girl? I am blank blank today. I can't go to court and say, hey, I'm resilient queen. Hell, yeah. But my resilience helped me to propel. Regardless of the headaches that I'm feeling, like I call my head the cranium, like the hood of the, the bonnet. We say the bonnet of the car. In some country we say bonnet. In America they say the hood, but some part of America they do say the bonnet as well, which is the front of the car. You just lift it up on the headache. Please, people, I would never want nobody make the same mistake. Well, I didn't make that mistake in terms of following what they were telling me, but I'm just telling for future reference to anybody else. If you have to in there, and remember, I said this: don't judge nothing, because you don't know when nothing is gonna knock at your door. See those basketball players and those football players out there playing game, and their home are being secure, but yet somebody go there and break into you. So you never know when something's gonna knock at your door. So pay attention. Don't say this can't happen or this can. Don't never say never. I used to say dog could never bite me. And one day I walk up to this lady house when I was a kid, and the dog bit me on my foot. I was so shocked because I thought the dog was nice and friendly, and yes, he was friendly enough to bite me, or we say bit me. So it just goes to show how some people will lower you in their arms for you to trust them, and then they destroy you. Because they know if they come to you no other way, you're gonna make sure they get a run for their dollars, or their pennies, or their shillings, or their pence. You know what? So they come to you in a more nice, smooth, calm, slick way to gain your trust so they could lower you into their demise. Life is a hell of a roses. One big roses. And when I was growing up, I heard jackass. We call it horse, jackass. The world is not level. You won't know what the level I mean until you're in the situation. Wow. You're in dismay, you're in disbelief. Wow. Sometimes words can't even express the feelings that you're feeling, you know? Because it's not about resolving something and say, yeah, I won or something. It's not the thought of that. It's the fact that people don't know how to communicate. People don't know how to engage no more. Everything is all about, okay, I have the power. You can tell me nothing. You're just a trash over here. Let me do what I gotta do so I can fling your trash yourself out. And I've seen it oftentimes where people just use everything to their advantage. I was also in a situation, as I said, I can't discuss too much with you guys, but just to say this is I was in a situation and this person going to tell me, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do. I said, go ahead. I said, literally, go ahead, because If your mind is made up to do something, you don't have to tell me, just go ahead and do it. Because since you're so clever, go ahead. And since you forgot that your rent is paid in hell, and you don't realize it's in hell waiting for you just to arrive, they waiting on your arrival down there. Keep messing with God, people on the planet, and He will discipline you when you get there. Okay, He gonna refuse you the way you reject us. The world is not so kind no more either. Everybody is on this loot. What you looting for? Oh yeah, I get this person out. Yay! I won. You don't won. You win the devil heart, but you don't win nothing else. You forgot. Your rent is being paid down there. That's what you were working for. Your rent to pay in hell. So you could say, yay, I destroy something. No, baby. Your rent is a wait for you. You just gotta go down there. And that's why I want to be an advocate of change. And when I become an advocate of change, I'm gonna work towards this. That's another goal for the new year. I want to be advocate for things like these and many more things. Because we're only land on this earth for a short period of time. We're not here to tear each other down. We should be in fact building each other up, uplifting each other, build a support system, create an avenue for people who are either less fortunate or get themselves in situation where like I normally say, if I was to say after leaving school or high school, university or whatever it is, and if I was supposed to say my life was gonna be like this, I would have said no, no thank you. Okay, you have a good day, bye. But I didn't. And nobody know what their life is gonna be like until you eat it. Some like I was watching one of my lady friend there live, and she was saying, you know what? I used to love to cook, and I used to love to this, and I used to love to that. But all that was taken away from me. And I was like, relatable. But until we can share information, we will. But for now, legal matters, do not take it for granted. Never. And don't trust those little misers that tear you to that point to get you there. Because it's not an easy feeling, people. And until you see it at your door, you go. Some people might have headaches. Some people just go straight into, I don't know what to say, silent mode. They just put themselves on mute. Maybe don't want to see anyone, don't want to talk to anybody. Not to say that they don't want to talk, but just the shock that comes with it. Especially when you're walking on the straight and narrow path, and then all of a sudden, it will give you some hiccups. It definitely will. And once it start giving you hiccups, it's a challenge. You start to think long and hard. It's like this lady. I like a lot of current events. It's like this lady that had took her husband from America, took him to the Bahamas, only to try to destroy him, try to kill him. So you see, sweet mouth, too sweet. You know that song, you're too sweet for me. See if you can remember that song. Sweet mouth. Can't be themselves because they're too sweet. You fall for it. Sweet. So sweet. Give me more. It's not a rap, it's a trap. Don't fall for it. We're living in civilized time now, the 21st century. We don't need to be fooled. I'm not saying we're not going to be fooled, don't get me wrong. But we have several people out there sharing their life and showing you their journey and where they come from and everything. I always say, take a page, make sure it's blank, and start writing your own story. Because if you think you don't have a story, you'll be shocked to know you got one. We all got a story. Whether it's a perfect story or an unwritten story, and to me, unwritten story is when you never live to complete it. That's what I call unwritten stories. It's not done. Yeah, we all have some story. You have a complete story. We all have something completed or uncompleted, or never even started, because you never get to tell the tale of it. But that doesn't mean that your story not gonna be told too. Big yes, you gotta share. You gotta share.
No.
What do you mean no? Spell no.
No.
Ooh, you can spell no. Ooh.
Oh, I bet he cannot spell yes.
Spell yes, Amir.
No.
Oh, he can't spell yes. Okay, he can spell no. Can't talk to hey. So Lord, you can spell yes, Jaden.
I'll try. Y-A, yes.
Why what?
I said Y. Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Y-E, yes.
Okay. So I don't know where you get O and A, man. You need to reverse the baby in the womb. You're not at the preoccupational stage. I guess I am at the preoccupational stage.
No.
Huh?
And
But anyway, people, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know how was court and the things, and let you guys know that if you get someone to go to court, please show up. Whether it's in favor of you or not, just please show up. Just do the right thing. Do what you gotta do, because don't listen to anybody tell you go hide, go this, go no. Just show up, because you never know what the Lord have in store for you. He could even make things happen for you. You never know what he could have done. But by you not showing up, then it could be in favor of the enemy. You know what I mean? Just show up and do the right thing. Many times you show up and do the right thing, the Lord is right there working with you. Especially if you know what you're doing it was 100% not anything of you. You were doing the right thing from get go. Please show. And even if you weren't doing the right thing and you've been sad, just show up. You never know. You could get less of this, less of that, but you not do. You adding time by running away or anything is not gonna help you. Because in your line of defense, it's not gonna help you. So either way, you win or lose, same way. You know what I mean? So just go out there and remember that God is in control, and if you're doing the right thing, they say you don't have nothing to worry about, but sometimes you do. Because that's the nature of human being. We were made to do all kind of stuff. But until we know our Father, then we don't have to worry. We just have to go with God, go with the faith, go with the love, go with the support. And make sure you have a support system around you. I got my 2 children around me as my support team. They might lick a butt, don't understand, but this mama don't hide nothing from them. She's plain and straight with them. Because we only have one life. We're here today, we're not here tomorrow. What we gonna do? We don't have no time. Maybe in our spirit we're gonna look down and say, oh, I should have told my son this. Oh, I should have told. No, too late. They can hear you. Remember when watching the charm ones? Who remember the charm one and you see they doing the magic and say, Piper, are you hearing me? No, it's none of that. Reality is not like that. It's just all a movie. Because if we could do all of that, then we could erase everything that they put on the paper. And done. Magic. Not like that. So just go with faith, go with God, go with everything, and make sure support. And I want to say thanks to everyone who supported me. Thanks to everyone who have helped me to grow to reach this far. I want to say a big thank you to you all, and to all. I like to say my likers, my sharers, my well-wishers, my subscribers, my everything. My silent partners are the ones who I consider not yet subscribed, but they're still watching, they're still tuning in, they're still supporting and everything. I want to say a big shout out to each and every one of you, and to all the new subscribers. You are 100% welcome and everything. And to all the subscribers from day one, from zero, you know yourself, wherever you are, and you know yourself. Big thank you to all my likers, all my commenters, all my sharers. I want to say a big thank you to you all, and to everyone who watch my channel and watching the growth, watching the development, watching me strengthen from day to day, day in, time out, being crazy, being funny, being silly, and trying to bring some awareness as well. I hope that you guys like what you see, and maybe I change the title of this video, to make it something else so that people can watch it to understand what I went through, Doesn't mean you have to go through that same thing, but it's food for thought, I mean, when people share their life or something, it's just to grace you with food for thought, something that if something ever should happen surrounding something like that, you could say, let me save this and go back and watch it. Or let me take a page from this, let me jot something down. Because you never know, especially when it comes to legal aspect of your life. You never know what the outcome may be on one hand, and you never know how you're gonna go into go into it. You don't know how you're gonna go in, and that's why we always need the support and everything, and just live and live a life that once you know who you are, stay true to yourself, be 100% authentic to yourself. You'll be good. You don't have to all look smiley because I wasn't born looking smiley unless I smile. Then I'm smiling, eh? It doesn't mean that I'm always serious. Like my son will say, Mommy, you always serious. I said, why you ex then? Because if I'm not laughing, then I look serious. But people will not understand the stuff that you have to go through, the stuff you had to endure to get to where you need to get to. And then sometimes you're just like, But, we all can learn something from each other. And I just want to say to all my YouTubers as well, wherever you are in your journey, sometimes you feel like wheeling back, wheeling back, turning back around and everything. Don't give up. Even if you start with 1 subscriber, 2 subscriber, or no subscribers, no watchers, no likers, no sharers, no commenters, nobody, nothing. If you don't start, you will never know where you're going to end up later. And to prove all of that to you, I watch so many YouTubers right now that they have millions of views, they have million subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, getting to 500,000 subscribers. They're in there getting to the million subscribers or 500,000 subscribers or how much 1,000 subscribers they have. Their journey started out as rocky and shaky and droopy, like when it rains, they say you look bleaky or bleachy, blinky or whatever. Look sleepy and everything, just like us. Some days they might start off with everything go, they what they call it, what they call it when you're writing a story and they say the oomph or the hook. Sometimes you have the hook and it's so catchy and people catch on to it and something, and then sometimes you just have the hook and it's flat. Such is life. Don't give up. Don't tell yourself you cannot do it no more or anything, because remind you, when you tell yourself you cannot do something, around the corner, your blessing was around there, but because you give up. Like yesterday, if I had listened to these people and then believe what they said after they dragged me in the mud, and if I had just believed them and listened to them after they did me like that, I would be a fool today. I would not be able to go there to share my part and everything. I'm not destroying nobody. I would never do that. But they can do me. They allowed to do me, destroy me, because that's them. Their rent is being paid. I'm waiting for my rent to pay up there, not down here. I don't want to go down to hell. I want my rent to be up there. You know. So I want to create a pathway for those kind of things in my life and my children's life, and for anybody I come in contact with. Don't lose hope. That's the plan of the devil. For you to lose hope so they could clap clap, like that fox clap clap. I tricked this bread, they call it gingerbread man, and I get him to eat by myself. I didn't have to share him for dinner. I have him all to myself. He was just a little tips away. No. But anyway, people, I'm not going to talk long because I listen, I repeat myself over and over. And it's good. Repetition is good because if people coming in that just joining the live, they can understand or they can always go back and watch it and everything. But such is life. Repetition is good sometimes, but when you get in overbearing, your brain send a signal to you, say wrap it up. Like what it's telling me now, it's time to wrap up. So I'm going to wrap this up. And remember, if you have a channel, you want your girl to check it out, go comment on one of my videos. And I always say I don't force people to watch nothing. If you want to watch and support, that's genuine. I like that, because genuinity is better than, you know do what is best, do what is right. And if you think that you see something and you like and you want to like, you want to share, you want to comment, you want to subscribe, appreciate you all. And God blessing. So I love to use the word blessing because blessing, it can't get better. It can't only get better, it can't get worse. Blessings. You know, it's like when elderly people say you're blessed, you're blessed. You're very much blessed. You know, you don't know it until you really see it. You understand? Because sometimes you don't believe things see when it happen. You say, wow. You understand? So just keep doing what you guys have to do. And until then, Resilient Queen is out. All right. So yes, my kiddos.